What's up, my lovelies? This is the continuation about cutting ties with people that mean you no good. And I just got to reiterate something. When it comes to what I said about tradition and how we were conditioned, and I was talking about, well, our mamas did that. I wasn't just talking about our mama, because everybody knows most of it stems from our grandparents. A lot of it can come from our grandparents. And what happens is our grandparents wanted us to do what they wanted us to do. No questions asked. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of us have had that. A lot of us. You know, so, and y'all know exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. As someone who no longer has her grandparents, there's just certain things you just don't have to deal with anymore. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of things that we were expected to do, whether we wanted to do it or not, because our grandparents said do it. You know how we all been saying we don't have our grandparents no more? A lot of us, you know, like these new generation kids don't have no grandparents. A lot of them don't have those grandparents, where those grandparents, it was certain things you just couldn't say. There were certain things you could not do. Okay? There were certain ways you could not act around them. Okay? It was just certain things we just could not do when we went to around our grandparents. You know, and it's the same thing when it comes to family. You know, they had these expectations of, you know, you have to do it because that's your sister or your brother or your auntie or your uncle or I'm your, you know, or your mother or your father. That's your mother or your father. So it doesn't matter that they disrespected you. You do what they say because that's your parent. Or it doesn't matter that I disrespected you. I'm your grandparent. So back in those days, it was like, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You were expected, okay, to respect your grandparents no matter what they said or what they did to you. And if you said something to them, oh, God forbid you say something to them, you would never hear the end of it. You know? And it's like a lot of them didn't care about how you felt because your feelings didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So now, you know, and we were just expected to deal with it because I'm the grandparent. Or in some parents' case, I'm the parent. But that's not how it goes. Respect works both ways. It works both ways. I'm trying to tell you. And once you become an adult and do adult stuff and start adulting, it really works two ways. Okay, yes, I am your granddaughter. Yes, I am your daughter. But just because I'm your granddaughter or your daughter, that does not give you the right to talk to me any kind of way you want to talk to me. And then when I try to tell you about my feelings, you just put them to the side and cast them aside and say, oh, well, whatever, suck it up and move on. No, hell no, I'm going to say it. Hell to the no. It don't work like that. No, because what it is, a lot of us had to suck it up. And so now we done got grown and we ain't got to suck it up no more. We don't have to come to the family functions if we don't want to come to the damn family function. I'm going to say it. We don't have to be around that if we don't want to be around that. You know what I'm saying? And for me, all of my grandparents have moved on. They have transitioned. So, in my family, we have started new traditions. We have, we've done, we doing new things and stuff like that. And that's okay. A lot of that is going on. And that's fine. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it used to be back in the day when we got together every holiday. Every holiday. And if you wanted to do something different, you couldn't do nothing different because you never heard the end of it. So now it's just like, now we can do what we want to do. And we can go where we want. And that's okay. That's okay. We only on this earth one time. We get one life. So we should be able to do what we want to do and go where we want to go and move around the way we want to move around. And no, you don't have to be at every family function. Okay, you don't. You're not required. Again, our grandparents, it was required. It was required. If you didn't come, sometimes you never heard the end of it. Certain things were required of you. Your grandparents expected things. And a lot of times, I keep saying grandparents because y'all know what I'm saying. A lot of it came from our grandparents where it was expected. You know what I'm saying? You were expected. So now, and even now, we do still have, some grandparents that's still here. And I have, a tremendous amount of respect for grandparents, especially if you're over 60 or 70. You know what I'm saying? Because them is the real grandparents. Them the real VPs right there, I'm telling you. Okay? VPs. Them is real grandparents. Okay? We had real grandparents. Okay? We had them grandparents where you can't come in and out of my house all day. When you come in my house, you better respect me. You better speak to everybody. And I get it because we had that growing up where the respect was demanded. And there's nothing wrong with it, but it's like, y'all know exactly what I'm saying. They expected us to respect them, but when they disrespected us, it was okay. No, that's not okay. That's toxic. That is a toxic trait. Okay? It is not okay for you to disrespect me because you're my grandparent and parents do it. Parents do that stuff. Okay? Okay? Parents do it. Okay? Okay? Everybody got somebody in their family, I'm sure, that y'all familiar with this with. Even if it ain't a parent, it could be a step parent, or again, that's a parent. It could be a cousin or an auntie or uncle that when they see you, aunties and uncles can be just as worse. Now, see, I'm not one of them aunties, but I am big on respect. But I do give my nieces and nephews the respect they deserve. But if they not giving me the same respect, I'm going to call them out. And I don't care how they feel about it. You see what I'm saying? But, again, we're going to validate our feelings at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to validate their feelings and I'm going to, mine's too. You know what I'm saying? But, and that's just the thing. The respect was it was expected. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it is a toxic trait and it's a toxic thought to feel like because I am your grandparent or I am your parent or I am your auntie or I am your uncle that you are supposed to respect me. And it is a toxic trait to feel like because I am your sister. Oh, I'm going to say it. Oh, dang. Yes, I am going there this morning. Yes, because I am your sister or you are my brother or a cousin. That a lot of us grew up where our cousins, we like siblings. All of my cousins, I got second cousins who are more like first cousins to me because we grew up close-knit like that. I'm from that generation. And we respect one another. That's the thing. We love each other. We respect each other. And I'm going to tell you one thing about my family, my cousins. If we do something wrong to each other, we going to tell each other how we feel. And guess what? We ain't going to do it again. That is where we come from. You understand what I'm saying? We respect each other. We love each other. You see what I'm saying? But man, I don't know. Some of these, man, this new generation, and I won't even say this new generation. Some of these old school aunties and uncles and these parents, they think, oh, because I'm the parent or I'm the auntie or it's okay for me to just disrespect. No. And just because you my cousin, okay, just because you a relative don't give you it does not validate you to disrespect me. But then when no, excuse me, y'all, hell no. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. People, some of our family members had a tendency to disrespect us. But then, when we call them out, when they disrespect us, oh, baby, what do they do? They throw that family word in our face. And then they want to say, oh, then they want to try to throw in our face and say we being selfish. When they've been doing it the whole time. You feel what I'm saying? So no, it is not okay. That is not, but y'all, that ain't okay. Like, no, it does not matter. I am a human being. We are all human beings. It is not okay to be disrespected. It does not matter who it is by. It don't matter who the person is. You want me to respect you, then you need to respect me. You feel what I'm saying? Again, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not just saying this, y'all, because I'm just saying those. I have experience with this a lot. Okay, but listen. Okay, I can write a book on one individual about who I have two on who I have experience with this. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, hello. Okay, it does not. I'm telling y'all, it does not validate. It doesn't. And then, what they do is when you tell them about themselves again, they try to throw it back in your face and tell you what you doing when they've been doing it the whole time. They don't acknowledge. They don't apologize. Hell no. You don't owe nothing to nobody that don't apologize to you. Let me say that again. You don't owe nothing to nobody that don't apologize to you. You don't have to talk to them. For real. If you don't want to talk to them. And if you choose to speak to them, now you know how to move with that particular person or persons. I'm just saying, it's okay. If you feel like you want to continue to deal with somebody, that's fine. You just now know how to move with that individual, and that's okay. You don't have to cut ties if you don't want to cut ties. But now you know how to move with this individual. Now you know what to expect from this person. You understand what I'm saying? But no, you don't have to deal with anything you don't want to deal with. Plain and simple and plain. It does not matter who the person is. If they not giving you give them the same energy they giving you. And I guarantee you, when you give them the same energy they give you, they ain't gonna like it. They gonna start coming at you like you the one being funny when they the reason why you acting like that. And then they don't want to take no accountability or no acceptability for what. No. So that's what I meant when I said that we were conditioned, because a lot of it came from our grandparents. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So now we're in this age where, and it's not just about mental health. Because everybody's talking about protect your mental health. It ain't just about protecting your mental health. You got to protect your physical, your spiritual. Everything needs to be protected. Your emotions, everything. Not just your mental, your physical, your spiritual. Because I'm telling you, when you dealing with somebody, or when you are around a spirit or a person that is draining you, it will affect you physically too. Okay? Trust me, I know this. It will physically affect you. And it can affect you spiritually as well. I'm just saying. So no, you don't have to deal with people. And if you feel like you got somebody you want to cut ties with, and you have, as I said earlier, you have prayed, you have talked to God, you have done everything that you were supposed to do by that person, then you know what, feel free to do what you need to do for you. And so what? And if that means you can't go to no more family functions because that person there at every family function, then guess what? That means it's time to cut the family off anyway. Because guess what? That means the family don't respect your feelings anyway. You know, because, and I say that because all of us got things that happen in our family that secretive. And you know, that what happens in my house stays in my house mentality. No, oh, it don't. It do not stay in the house. That's the thing that people don't understand. It don't stay in the house. It don't. It festers. It lingers. It becomes a cancer. Literally. So no, all that is no. What happens in this house stays in my house. No. No. You do not have to be around somebody that did you wrong. And if you got family members that know that this person did you wrong, and they taking that person ties, then you got the right to cut ties. Okay, whatever the case may be, it could be some small, it could be some big, it could be whatever. I'm just saying. So yes, if you have to cut ties with somebody, or if you feel like you don't want to cut ties and you can still deal with them, you just know how to move. And if it's somebody right now that's struggling with, oh, if I should cut ties, pray about it. Go to God, talk to him. You know, and if you pray about it and he tell you to let him go, and you did what you supposed to do with that person, you didn't talk to that person, you have continuously talked to this person haven't changed, then guess what? Then you have done what you're supposed to do. Okay? And it's okay. So for anybody out here that's struggling, you know, in this new year to be like, oh, I don't, you know, I want to let this person go, but no. No, but. No, but. You don't have to deal with that. Excuse me. You don't have to be disrespected. So if you cut ties with whoever you need to cut ties with, you know, and yes, it's gonna hurt. It may hurt like hell, but you gotta do what you gotta do for you. Let me tell you something. If you continue to deal with that person, you're doing more harm to yourself. It is let me see. How can I say this? I'm gonna say it like this. It is more of a blessing to you to walk away from that person than to stay. And sometimes it's a blessing for y'all both. Okay. I won't even say sometimes. Most of the time. Most of the time. For real. For real. So, I just say do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. So, Happy New Year to everyone. I pray that everyone have a prosperous new year. And it's 2026. And I just want to say, love, peace, blessings, and happiness to you all. Y'all have a good one. Deuces.